Welcome to this video on using the selection ribbon in the 901 application. It is called a selection ribbon because it allows us to select the criteria when running a new list and then tailor the criteria to view the particular information we want to work with in the results grid. When running the 901 list for a new date, it is this area here in red that we concentrate on. And it is important that we ensure that a new list is run for all of the criteria available. Select the due date for the list you want to run. Make sure the new list is run with this select all box ticked, and that's for all these particular criteria in here. This will ensure that all possibilities are covered, including not assigned, and that no records are being excluded. The only records not included are clients that have a termination date set in Central Console. So I'm going to click on New List. It tells me it's creating the new list now. And it comes back and says that 5,126 new clients have been added to the list. And that's confirmed by the row count in the bottom left hand corner here. If there are a number of tax administrators in a practice and they each deal with their own tax agent or partner, then now the full list has been drawn, the criteria can be filtered to view your required information. So if I just click on partner at the top here and take select all off, and then I'm just going to randomly pick some partners, and you'll see I'm now dealing with 468 records. Where a filter is applied, the label is displayed in red to show that the filter is in place. If you are filtering, you as a tax administrator must ensure that all records have been viewed, i.e. those that may inadvertently not have a matter partner or a matter manager assigned and will be included under not assigned here. Likewise, if you put a ZZ indicator against a partner, then make sure that no clients are appearing under their list that should be allocated elsewhere. Any filters you apply are retained when you exit the application, and so will be displayed on re-entry. Other filters give you the option to view Inc. records only in the results grid, or GST records only, or both. You cannot process emails or letters when both is selected. There's also options to show all records, so where there are due amounts or zero due amounts. You can show due amounts only or show zero due amounts only. This next section is controlled by system and GeoAdmin settings, so depending on those you may see the delete icon. That's this one, which when used will delete any records selected in the results grid that are not marked as approved. Approved records cannot be deleted. This icon underneath will update the outstanding provisional balance from previous instalments in the same year into the current provisional value for all records in the list. In this final section, the print preview icon at the top will display a print preview of the current results grid. The column selector, I'll just zoom out here. The column selector shows the attributes that are available and can be dragged onto the results grid. Any attributes then dragged off will reappear in the column selector. Any attributes not displayed on the results grid, which have filters applied, so in this case we've got partner, will display as red in the column selector. And the last option up here, export data, allows you to export the results grid as you view it into Excel. And finally, let's look at the new list button again. We looked at it earlier when drawing a list for a new date, but once a list is present, then running new list means that the system will look to the database for any new clients that have joined the practice since the list was drawn and need to be included in this list, or clients that you may have deleted from the list. So we recommend only deleting clients in order to bring them back into the list if you think that a record has not updated correctly. I'll just demonstrate what this does. So I click on new list, it says it's going to refresh the grid with any new clients. So I click OK. In this instance it's not going to find any, but it would come back and tell me how many records had been added if that was the case.